We're Hounds of Howgate. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the Cape Wrath Trail. I hope you like pain. It's went a bit smelly. This has ripped my nut. That was meant to be a bagpipe. Morning. Just eating some breakfast just now. That's us up, packed up camp and about to leave. This is breakfast, cold soaked porridge oats. So this was the pitch. Whoa. It's been raining during the night. Although, thankfully it's off just now. Okay, that's the rucksack on. We for the off moss. Come on, let's go. Let's go. So we'd camped down there. That's our backdrop. The rains went off for us and we're back in the track, heading down to Glenfinnan. It's actually just down around this corner. It's a little bit later than what I would have liked. That's 9 o'clock. 17 miles again today, what we're wanting to do. That's perfectly achievable with the route that we've got to take, because this, you know, there's no big mountains or anything on this route today. Or I don't think there's any river crossings either. So yeah, we shouldn't have a problem there. Also, one thing that is good about it is hopefully at Glenfinnan the wee cafe will be open, because I'm fancying a cup of tea and a scone. Could go a wee scone, hunters of butter and jam. That would do me the new. I had my porridge, so that would finish it off nicely. So let's crack on and see how we get on. We've just turned the corner. I actually wanted to video before this point looking up. I didn't think we'd came round as much, but just there is the sort of saddle you come over. Started raining a wee bit, so I've put my other camera away. This is what you see when you come round that corner. There's Moss trying to get through the gate herself. Where are you going? You going through the gate? On you go then. Going through. Oh, it's locked. Is that why you couldn't get through? Because it's locked. It looks like we pick up like a 4x4 track down here. This is awfully boggy. It's minging, slippy. This is cool, I like this bit. We're now on a path like this, like a 4x4 track. So how was yesterday? Yesterday was great. Made the 10 o'clock ferry. It was a nightmare. See if I'd missed that. Yesterday would have been a different kettle of fish. I wouldn't have got into camp. I wouldn't have got set up till mega late. I'd have been super tired. I did have a plan. If I'd missed that ferry, I wasn't going to wait the 2 hours and 20 minutes. I was going to ask the taxi driver just to drive me round as far as he could and just walk the extra mile or two, whatever, you know, just because I couldn't afford to wait that long. The trail was really easy, relatively flat, mostly all the way, good to walk on until the end where you go up that hill, which is nothing. It's gradual, it's good underfoot, and then before you know it, you're dropping down. Not many places to camp there. My pitch last night was a terrible pitch, lumpy as anything. Ended up sliding down into a corner, into like a wee hollow between the grass lumps where I slept. Don't get me wrong, I got a great sleep, I was nice and warm. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Since then I've not seen anywhere that's suitable now. Almost 2 miles from the campsite, 1.71 miles, you know what I'm like. And I've not seen anywhere else that would be better for camping. If I do spot somewhere closer to, what's the place called? Glenfinnan, for camping, maybe just a wee bit further down this road, I'll point it out. But depending on what you're wanting to do, mile wise, you know, maybe where there's folk were before the hill, but I'd rather have done that last night. That's us down here. That's 2.9 miles from where we camped, and this is the first decent bit I've seen to camp on the way down. It's quite near those buildings back there though, so I don't know if it would be such a good idea, and that would mean you'd be more or less, what did I do yesterday? 18.5. So you'd be to over 20 miles. It's probably too far to come to here to be right next to houses anyway, so bear that in mind when you're route planning. You come to a turning, it's either a right over a bridge or a left, and you take the left. It's signposted for Loch something, and this should take us out, I think, near the Glenfinnan Monument. Up to our right will be the viaduct and the visitor centre and such. Oh, I missed it. Did you hear that? There. That's the steam train, the Harry Potter train. Damn, I would have liked to have seen that going over the bridge. Ah, I can see it as well, just through the trees. Oh look, you can see the steam. Choo choo! I've actually been on the steam train before, so it's a good wee trip, it's a good wee day out. Well, afternoon out or morning, depending when you go. They've got all the Harry Potter themed stuff in there and all that, so you can get like worm flavoured jelly beans and vomit flavoured, and I'm telling you, they actually do taste like, not that I've ever tried a worm, but some of them are vile, earwax and all this. So yeah, I would go and get yourself booked up for that as a wee treat one time, or a wee excursion. It's worth it, it's good. That's not something you see every day. A fish with a beetle eating it on a forest track. Another thing I would say about the Harvey maps is that it's harder to get a sort of sense of scale with them. I guess maybe having looked at OS maps and their scales for so long, it doesn't feel as intuitive as an OS map. Not that I'm bagging on them, they're great maps, they're waterproof, you know, it is a decent scale. It's just I'm finding it's taking a wee bit of getting used to with certain elements of them. So if you can really familiarise yourself and get that sort of instinctive feeling with them before you come out, that would probably be good. Otherwise, just take OS maps. But the Harvey maps for the specific trails are just so convenient. I would have taken OS maps if I didn't have my GPS, because say I needed an escape route or something like that at any one stage. Because the Harvey maps for this particular trail, it just shows you small sections at either side of the route, so you can't look away into the distance for some navigational reference points. Now, if something were to happen, you were needing to get off the trail in one of the remote parts, then that might be a problem. If you've only got a map that shows you the trail, if you've got no reception. Don't get me wrong, you could download maps onto your phone, but because I've got the GPS, I know, and it's got base maps on it, I know that I'd be able to find a town or something, plot a route over there. So the track's been like this since Glenfinnan. It's an actual tarmac road. I think we come to the end of this and we start heading up to the left. Just checked the map there. I didn't pay attention though to see whether it was still a track road or not. It doesn't really make any difference. I just checked the map and it's actually this road that we follow to the very end. Away round up here left up the glen, and then at the end of it a path starts going on. Maybe it's a 4x4 track, but yeah, quite a bit of road walking today. Yo, check that out. It's like a tub. It's almost like a big bathtub in the top of the rock. You guys staying here tonight?
No, just
So that is 7.82 miles from where we camped that bothy there, and we're just going up this guy. Well, oh, squinty pole, is this one I'm pointing with? We're just going up here. These are the new shit flies. I don't know what they're trying to do. It's as if they're trying to burrow in your head. So we're just heading up this guy. It stopped raining for a while, so I've put the brolly away, taking Moss's jacket off her. But then and it was sunny for like a split second, then it's drizzly now. It's so changeable. It's not heavy enough for me to want to get the brolly back out yet or anything like that, right enough. So we're about to go up over this pass. It looks like the road goes quite far up it, and then we drop down. It says it's kind of steep and tricky, and we do have a river crossing today. So yeah, we've got one river crossing today, once we're over this and down the bottom. If it's, it says if it's in spate, you're best to cross it further up, if not, down the bottom. We'll see. Once we get over, we'll have a good look and see what we think's best. There's Moss doing our own river crossing, look. Getting wee drinks in between. We've just came up. You can see the road there. Comes around and comes up here. We're going up around here. Now, from down there, it looks like this is really steep. But you come up this track, and as you're coming up, you'll realise, oh, this isn't that bad, but I've still got that dead steep bit to go. You don't really. That's it there. You can see folk there. I mean, that's, I don't even know how high that is. 20 metres, 30 metres. It's nothing extreme, nothing crazy, that's for sure. And then you're dropping down. That's the 10-mile mark. It's clearing up for us again. It's actually a brilliant wee bit up here. Look at all these water courses, it's brilliant. Hopefully that'll give you a better idea of what we've came up. Just came over there, and this is super cool here. This windy here. It's just so epic looking. It's totally awesome. I love Scotland because of stuff like this. It's pure Lord of the Rings gear when you come up into bits of Scotland. I mean, there was that Skye Trail we done. You know, it's just so grand. Grand cathedrals in nature. It's beautiful. And look at the stones there, and we're away down here and then round to the left, and there's some trees and walk past there, and that's where we'll be camping for the night. Whoa, almost slipped right in my innie. That's 10.92 miles. Check it out. Check that rock out up there, just about to fall. All you'd need is a gnome or a troll. Maybe not a gnome, gnomes are too wee. Maybe a troll to push that right off of there. Hey, let's get going. Just come down here, and this is something to watch out for, look. If you weren't aware of that, your foot could go right in there, and the momentum you were carrying would propel you forward, and you could end up with a right sore injury there. After that descent, where it's really boggy, we are now coming on to stuff like this. What's that there, Moss? What's that in your head? I don't... Get off there. I meant to say earlier, I forgot about the Glenfinnan cafe. The wee, I got there and the wee restaurant thing was open, the wee cafe, but it was just so mobbed with tourists, like proper mobbed. folk taking pictures of me with the dog and all that because she's got a wee rucksack on. You know, I was just desperate to, and I think there might even been a queue out the door. I was just desperate to get away from the place. Didn't even stop, got to it and just immediately walked over the wee bridge. When you hit that, you take a left and you walk over a bridge, and then you immediately take a right to go onto the Glenfinnan Viaduct. So I didn't get my coffee, and I didn't get anything like a warm bacon roll or anything to eat. We probably wouldn't have done that anyway. Aye, so I've not stopped yet. What is that? 12.54 miles. I think this looks brilliant. See where all there's like moss and heather growing out off the top of all the rocks. I think it just looks brilliant. I followed the Harvey map. You could have came down there and then just crossed that tiny wee bit there. Super easy, look, compared to where we crossed. Now, in the guidebook it does say if that river's in Spey, then you want to cross where we crossed. I would go that way that I just showed you there, because it's so boggy. Once you cross where I crossed, it's like crazy boggy. There's a lot of these little flying whatever they are. I was a little confused there because the GPS waymarks that I've downloaded from Walk Highlands has you going right, taking a right across the bridge and scooping round the river, whereas my Harvey map and the guidebook both say to take a left and pick up a forest trail, which I've done with this guy here. You see that down there? And you come up to pick up a track, which I'm just coming on to now. So just bear in mind that not all downloaded GPS waypoints might be perfect. Obviously someone who's made that has decided to go that way. So it's just a bit of conflicting information there. But I done the right thing, stopped, got my bearings, figured out what I was going to do, and this is us. So this is what you end up on. And this scoops you around the side of the hill. And that track down there that's on my GPS meets up with this guy. Another thing as well is I really can't be doing another terrible pitch like last night. Didn't have much other choice last night. I mean, it was on a slight gradient, it was lumpy, it's waterlogged, so I put my ground sheet down first. And as you've seen today, we walked for miles down the road and there still wasn't anywhere really suitable. These wee things, can you look at it, can you see that? They when you brush yourself, they don't just fly away or anything. If they go in your hair, they like burrow through it. I don't know what they're doing, but I'd won my lug there. Anyway, yeah, I really want a decent pitch tonight, flat, just to get everything sorted out. Where you go here is a bit conflicting as well. We're at mile 15.61 and there's 2 miles to the Bothy. I've decided to come the forest route as per the guidebook and GPS. The Harvey map one that takes you along the river, out on the other side of the river that's not the forest part, I had originally measured on. So the 2 miles to the Bothy is slightly further than where I had planned to go today anyway. So that'll be all good. If there's anyone in the Bothy, we'll see. I'm definitely not staying in the Bothy. I like staying in my tent, but I might camp next to the Bothy. So that's us just came out the woods there. And this is what we see. Now the Bothy isn't actually right next to this thing, it's down a hill, and basically I just want to go and get camped up. So here's the Bothy, pretty boggy. Oh, walking. Uh-oh. Hey, let's go. sleeping area. Oops. Right, come on. Dark chocolate. There's someone left litter, I hate that. Gas. Hey, we're not staying here though, Moss. We're camping. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to pitch my tent here, right next to the bothy. First things first though, let's get some water on the go. That's us, had our food. That's the food bag, by the way. That's 2 days of food eaten out of it. That's what's left. There's a lot of scran. Mozzie's lying sleeping. I've got all my cack out. And we'll get a bit of map time on the go. 17.92 miles we've came today, so another 18 miler more or less. Okay, so wherever we came from and wherever we ended up today. Today we then descended into Glenfinnan over here. Absolutely mobbed tea room. Didn't bother going in, as you know. Crossed the bridge under the viaduct and away up we went. All this is road all the way up here, tarmac road, and then it's a 4x4 track right up. In fact, it even seems to come up a bit further and ending about there. And then away up here it looks like a massive big ascent from when you're down here, but it's not, because this is the climb here. It's long and gradual, so it's not massively steep. And then once you come over the top of there, you start, there's a little sharp descent, and then it's boggy as anything along here, and then you see the Kraken River winding when you're up here looking down. Boggy, 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 boggy. And then in the book it tells you to cross here, cross the river here, and also on this map. So I did that, and it was boggy. It's the boggiest bit I've been on down here, super boggy, and then until you get to this wee bridge. Now, there's some other folk, they walked down this other side, and then see when they got down here, they crossed here, and it was really narrow and shallow with plenty of rocks to get over. So see if it's not been raining dead heavy, and you might want to just cross down the bottom. I sort of knew that, but I thought, do you know what, I will be able to cross here. I wouldn't have needed to do any of that carry on if I'd been down here. So it's your choice, it's your call, you know, depending on the weather. So you cross the bridge. Now, the GPX files downloaded from Walk Highlands take you around here along the river and curve round to meet up and come up here, I think it is. So it's along the river and up. So when I was standing here I was really confused, because it was like telling me to come down here and across the bridge. It was telling me to come down here, whereas I'd walk to the left following the map. In the end I looked at the guidebook and I had this map, so I decided to go this way. Came along, and then at this point the GPX files from Walk Highlands catch up with you here and tell you to go up here. The book tells you to come up here. The Harvey map tells you to come across here. The bothy's here, and here's where I've marked where I wanted to be at. So, wanting to stick with the guidebook, I decided to come along, and because I've got the GP, you know, to tell me how long I had to go to here, I decided to come along here. And came out here, and I was like, oh, where's the bothy? But you can come down the side of the forest and it's just round here. Now I'm actually just camped right next to it, and I'm glad, I mean if you look I'm just over here, but I'm glad I done that, because right here there's a house here. So if I'd stuck to this side, the opportunity to camp here at this point wouldn't have been there. Now in the guidebook it does tell you that if just past the bothy there's good camping spots around here. But it's higher ground, there's a burn runs past the bothy, and I thought, there's just a spot for one tent basically, and I went, do you know what, I'm knackered, I'm just going to stay here. And that's us. Tomorrow we carry on along here, and then we meet up and off we go along here. Maybe staying near the bothy wasn't such a good idea. There's some folk up there trying to split a bit of wood that was just inside the door. You'll see it when we go in. With a hand axe. It needs a splitting maul. Yeah. So they're hammering away like mad at that. That's 9:15, so I'm just about to get the head down and get some sleep, and I'll see you in the morning.